Now I have the Heart of the Sun, and I need 100 gold to make it. Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and today I'm going to show you how to get the Heart of the Sun. Now that is an Atlas seed, which means we have to go to Atlas stations. And if you don't know how to do that, you're in luck because I'm about to show you. So, you want to progress in the story far enough to where you can get to the space anomaly. Because in order to find these space stations, you're going to need to talk to, I believe it's Polo this time. It used to be Nada. But I believe it's Polo now. So let's call in that space anomaly right there. That cool little circle with the star on it. Done. Now let's go talk to Polo. Now there are some good benefits that you get when you get the Heart of the Sun. The biggest one is you unlock some story stuff, some lore stuff, because some terminals require the Heart of the Sun in order to work. And you also get a little bit of a health stat boost when you have it equipped, so you definitely want it. Let's talk to Polo. Let's do for Atlas Station coordinates right here. I will do it, friend, but please be careful. We would hate to see you leave us. Because the Atlas, if you haven't followed the story, the Atlas is very important. So, it doesn't look like anything happened, right? Well, you actually have to get back into your spaceship, and you have to go outside into space because you have to look at your galaxy map. That will let you know where the next Atlas space station is. So once we're out here, we're not far enough away. Let's get away from that space anomaly. Now we're good. Now wait, watch this. Anomaly detected. There you go. And it's going to mark it for us. It'll be a red line, I think. There it is, right there. So that is our nearest Atlas station. So let's actually go up this red line. So I'm pressing up on my right stick. And there you go, right there. Boom. And you can tell by the white little Atlas symbol right next to that system. That's how you know. Now, it's not always going to be marked until you talk to Polo. Then he'll mark it for you. So you got to talk to Polo, get that thing marked. Let's head over there. And I love it. When you first get into the system, it literally shows you this huge red marker. And that is the Atlas interface right there. So let's go in here and we'll talk to the Atlas. Oh, they changed this too. This used to be way faster. Whoa. Yeah, this is way more dramatic than it used to be. Oh, God. Look at that. I love the music in this game. Seriously, this is the best music ever. Now, once you get out, the other thing you could do while you're here is these little white nodes on the ground, they will let you learn words. So you see this one right here, right in front of me? There you go. You get closer to it, and it'll actually give you a word. It can either give you a word for the Atlas or the race that is in this system. So if it's like a Gek system, it'll teach you a Gek word. If you're in a Viking system, it'll teach you a Viking word. And a lot of the times you'll see those, they don't do anything, which kind of sucks. I don't know, I still haven't found out if this is a pattern, like you have to go to certain ones in order, or if it just randomly gives you words or not. But yeah, see how some of them don't give you anything? There has to be some kind of a weird process, and I just don't know what it is. I still haven't figured it out. And I've been doing this a while, believe me. I've been going from front to back, from left to right. It doesn't feel like there's any sort of pattern. It's just kind of at random. Come on, give me any words. Nothing? What about here? The Atlas word for you. And yeah, you will learn Atlas words because you can actually talk to the Atlas, which is kind of cool. And you also have these mini like Atlas events that happen if you're boosting, you're using your pulse drive in a system. Okay, I think that's it for the words around. Yep, I don't see any more lit up areas, so let's go talk to the Atlas. This reminds me of Halo a lot. I don't know about you guys. Get this because we'll get our warp cells. That way we could warp to another system if we want to. You, something the infinite. See, this is what we don't know what it says because we don't know all the Atlas words yet. The Atlas called me to this interface, and yet its purpose remains unclear. It demands worship. It demands obedience. It welcomes me. It knows what I am. It offers the gift of true understanding. But why? Why does such power and knowledge crave submission? It knows my thoughts before I know them myself. It knows what I will do. The Atlas asks me to follow its path. Now, this is where it comes into play your milestones, all right? So right now, I'm at Pathfinder milestone. You need to have that in order to accept the gift from the Atlas. I will accept this. The sky is deep and full of wonders, and the path to enlightenment opens up to me. So I accepted the first gift, which is a captured nanode. So I have it. Now, in order to proceed, I need to create it. But I want to show you guys something. If you hit your pause menu, you can come over here, this top tab right here for milestones. The more you do these things, the higher your milestone title will be. And so because I have all mine maxed out at 10, that's as far as they'll go. 10 is the max. I am Galileo, which means I can do all of these missions. But just keep that in mind. In order to unlock the Atlas seeds, you have to be a certain level. So, now that we have the captured nanode, let's actually... let's move the warp cell out of the way. Put it in my starship. Now, if you want to craft it, it's just like any other item. You can just craft it right here. So, right here, first one. I have 100 chromatic metal. Let's do it. There we go. I built it. Good to go. Now, I just need to move on. So, we've made it. We need to go talk to Polo and get the guidance to the next Atlas station. So let's see which direction he sends me. Let's get up there. I always take the shortcut instead of the stairs. So I need to talk to Polo. Boundaries are strange things, traveler friend. Well, let's get the next Atlas station coordinate. I will do it, friend, but please be careful. It's the same thing over and over. All right, so he's marked the next one, and I hate that they don't tell you where it's marked or anything like that. You gotta just know that he marks it on your galactic map. Therefore, you have to go outside and pull up your galactic map. You can't pull it up inside. Look at it; it won't let me. Do this galactic map. There we go. And it'll mark it for me. And over there. And so because I have an upgraded starship, I might be able to fly all the way there. Let's see. Yep. I can make it. It's only 343 light years away, so I could totally just skip the trail and just go right to it. Again, we're right here in front of the Atlas interface, so let's go right in and talk to the Atlas. Well, I hit all the nodes, and so now it's time to come over to the Atlas. Boom. And this one's cool looking. It's like a shadow or something. Pick up these. Now, these won't always be there, but they will show up sometimes, so I would always recommend picking those up when you can. Endless Rufus. Okay, I can't even read that. Another Atlas interface. How many of these constructs exist in the deep void? How long have they been slumbering, waiting for a traveler? Have they been expecting me? Am I somehow chosen? The Atlas crafted this existence, the Gek, the Viking, the Korvax, the stars that fill the skies, and the hatred that burns deep within, or within the deep. Every world that turns and every form that lives, the Atlas offers it all. And so we have this one. We're going to consent to taking it when we need to be milestone Juno or above. I take the gift of knowledge, certain in my decision. All doubts are silenced. The stars await me. So now we know how to make the Englobed shade. And as you can see, one of the required parts is the previous Atlas seed. So you're going to need to keep it. That's why I didn't delete it or anything like that. So we have our previous seed. Let's get that warp cell out of the way over here. We have our previous seed, but in order to make the new one, we need 100 of pure ferrite, which I already have, so we're good to go. And as you can see, it used up the old one, so now we just have this one, the Englobed Shade. We've made it, and so now it is time to go back to Nada, or Polo, excuse me. I'm so used to going back to Nada. Nada used to be the only one who did anything. Polo was the one who gave you, like, research stuff. So it was kind of weird. Now Polo is doing all that cool stuff. I don't know. Atlas interface looks the same. Let's get in there, learn some words, and get our next node. All right, and remember to check everywhere. Those nodes can be all over the place. They're in a general, area, but they can be multiples, spread out. So just be sure to hit them all. And this Atlas looks pretty cool. Look at that big old eye. Give me those warp cells. Haven't needed to use any of them yet, but I might. I was born with everything I needed to explore these worlds. My exosuit, my ship, every tool and every impulse led me to scan and give name to whatever I could find. But this, I can give no name to what I see. Within the orb, I see worlds that never were. I see the stirring of something primal and undeniable. I see the death cry of a god, or something approaching it. It wants me to persist in this journey, seeking fragments of its interface, the stones of the Atlas. It rejoices in my repetition, my compliance, my cloud of unknowing. So this one you need to be Rosetta or above, and I can concede to this because I'm at max level. I will commit myself to the voyage. In all things I am ready. I will not falter. Yeah, so now we have a Noospheric Orb. So this one you need ionized cobalt, 100 ionized cobalt. Thankfully, I already have that. So, move those over. I'm getting pretty close. Look, I have already 6 of them already, and my hyperdrive is a little bit less than a half. So we're good to go. So in order to make the Noospheric Orb, we need 100 ionized cobalt. I got it. So boom. We're good on that. So now it's on to the next one. Here we go. Here's the next interface right here. I figured I'd cut out Polo and all that because it's basically the same thing over and over again. But yeah, I love the interface, like the animation getting inside. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, as you can see, I still have my Noospheric Orb, so... Oh, I love this one. This one's all cracked. I love this Atlas interface. There was actually a lot of nodes on this one. It was crazy. Okay. A lot of nodes going on this one. Oh, and see, there's no more of the warp cell orbs, so be ready for that. You might need to make your own warp cells. Fear nothing. I feel the stirring of heresy within my mind. At each interface, an Atlas stone awaits me. I am driven to gather them, but to what end? Why does the omnipotent require my prayer? What is wrong with the heart of existence? That its creator requires this pilgrimage, this dance of grinding stones. So this one you need to be Cassini or above. That's your milestone level. And now we have dark matter. Yeah, we're getting close. So we can totally make that one. Because all we need is 5 magnetized ferrite. Whoa, I thought it was higher than that, but I guess not. 5 magnetized ferrite. We could totally do that. Done. So now it is time to move on to the next Atlas interface. Here we go. This is our next Atlas interface. It feels like every Atlas interface gets more and more nodes. It's kind of crazy. But there you go. Look at that. All 3 races up there. So let's talk to it. When I dream, I see the Atlas. When I see the Atlas, I am the dream. I see sentinels swarm through the universe like an infection, emerging from a world of glass. Everything is happy there. Everything will live. I see the portals. I see the travelers that walk between them. I see the span of history. I see everything the Atlas sees it. Alone. Abandoned. Terrified. But what power could instill fear in the heart of the Almighty? It asks for something. It wants to know that I understand. And for this one, you need to be Kepler level on your milestone, and I am, so let's keep going. I have become the Harbinger, the Pathfinder, the Seeker of Ways. Through me, the universe will know itself. So now we have Dawn's End. So this is where it starts getting more intricate and more intense on the materials you need. So now you need to have chromatic metal, which is not intense, not too intense, but I think from here on it's going to start getting into the more rare metals that you have to find. So let's make it. We need 25 chromatic metal. Yeah. And we need our dark matter, which we made before. Good. All right, so on to the next Atlas interface. So we arrived at our next Atlas interface. Let's get in there and check it out. Think that's all of them, so let's go check it out. Yep, and they definitely stopped giving us warp cells. The act of discovery for discovery's sake now seems like a foolish conceit. I have rejected the path of the iterant. I have rejected the call of the stars. Only the Atlas matters now. With each encounter, I feel as if I understand a little more. All of us are what we are. Evil arrives in the individual, and goodness is not enough. True greatness lies in sorrow, in the embrace of what we must become. And you need to be a Dawn or above in your milestone in order to get this one. There's never been any other choice than this one. I go on, we go on, eternal, forever searching. Now I have the Photic Jade. Oh, we need copper for this one's 100 copper. So let's build it real fast since we can. 100 copper, there you go. Boom. Now it's on to the next one. And here is the next station on the list. Now that we've built all of our seeds, let's see how many seeds we've actually built. So, that's our first, second, third, fourth, fifth, 6. We're at 6 seeds so far. This is our number 7 right here. Oh, it's the same Atlas interface as before. Well, same design anyway. I was hoping for a different one. Okay. This is number 7. Now let's get out here, build that seed, and, get our words. Oh, that looks like all of them, so let's go on through. And I always try to go down through the trail they leave you, because I like hitting these cool buttons right here, just in case. I don't know what they do or if they do anything, but I like doing that. What is learned can never be unlearned. I am afraid that I have seen too much. There are glimpses, half-remembered visions of a time before time. I see that the birth of the first star. I see the things that dwelt within it, the eyes that watched. I see what the Atlas saw at the moment of its activation. Atlas stones are not stones. This station is not a station. I am not what I think I am. I am not even sure that I exist. The Atlas does not care. The Atlas demands its thernody, its repetition sublime. So this one, in order to get it, you need to be at milestone curiosity level or above. We'll do this one. I silence my fears and renew my dedication to the path. Only the voyage matters. The destination calls to me. So now we have the state fissure, or phasure. And we need cadmium for this one. So you need to start going to those red stars and make sure you have enough cadmium. And just a heads up, we're going to need cadmium, you're going to need emerald, and you're going to need indium. So make sure you can get those elements. That is the red star, the green star, and the blue star. So I have enough cadmium. I have 100, so there you go. So let's move on to our next Atlas station. So we've arrived at the next Atlas interface. And I keep calling them stations. You know, either one works for me, I guess, a station or an interface. But I'm pretty sure this is the one where you're going to need emerald in order to proceed. So make sure you have that in your inventory ready to go. Okay, I think I got them all. So let's go talk to the Atlas. I have become the servant of this ancient sentience. It guides me through the cosmos, ever searching, never deviating. Have others come before me? Have others faltered upon the path of the Atlas? Only in ending will revelation arise. Resistance will not be permitted. The Atlas wishes for me to know what it is like to create. It wishes to share some portion of its being. I sense that it cares deeply about this journey, that it is trying to show me something it cannot articulate through words or demonstration. So we can do it, but we have to be Hubble or above. So you have to be pretty high up there in order to get this next stone. I have no choice but to proceed. This is destined. It is the program. I have always been searching, and I cannot falter. So now, yep, we need emerald for this one. So we have enough, so I should be able to do it. Yes, sir. 100 emerald. Done and done. So on to the next Atlas interface. And here we are at the next Atlas interface. And this is, let me look. I keep forgetting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is going to be seed number 9. Yeah, the Atlas interface hasn't changed since seed number 4, I think. Yeah, so this is seed number 9 we're going to get right here. And this one will probably take indium to create, if I remember correctly. Indium, so be ready for that. So we got all the words, so let's go talk to the Atlas. Whoa, that was the first sentence we have totally translated. Wow. There is no sanctuary, only communion. Whoa. Close now. I am close to the end. The truth of the universe is fire. The soul is light. I am the experiment and the observer. All creation constructed for my journey. I see the universe around me and I know that it is good. I see the universe around me and I know that I shall create my own. So you need to be Viking in order to do this, in order to accept this next stone. Not long now, not far to go. The stars beckon with cold fire, and I rush to meet them. Soon, very soon. So yeah, modified Quanta, and we need 100 indium to make this one. So we have that. We should be able to make it. Yep, 100 indium. Done. So that is number 9, and I believe there's only 10 seeds, so the next one is going to be the last one, so I will see you when we get to the next interface. Here we go. This is seed number 10. Yep, we just got to our Atlas interface, the next one on the list. And these will be different for you because it just tries to find the nearest Atlas interface for you. So it might not be the same exact area or whatever. And we are... Yep, so that's the first one. Two, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, this is number 10. So let's learn these words, and then we're going to find out what we need for this one. I believe it's platinum. Not 100% on that, though. Got all the words. Whoop, let's go down the path and talk to the Atlas. Do not turn away. Know our inescapable truth and despair. The final interface is revealed. The Atlas beckons. I am elated, terrified, broken. I have come so very far. It wishes for me to obey. If I am to hold the power of creation, it will be in chains. Magellan. So you don't need to be the max milestone, but you need to be really high up there. I think that's like pretty much the max milestone, but you need to be high up there. You need to be Magellan in order to get it. I am enslaved to the imitation of life. Now I have the heart of the sun, and I need 100 gold to make it. So let's do it. We only need 100 gold, so that's easy enough. But now we have the heart of the sun. So what next, you ask? Well, there is actually one more Atlas interface you need to go to. So let's go talk to Polo and find out where that next Atlas interface is. Let's see where the next Atlas interface is. For a second there, I was confused. I was like, what the heck? Atlas station coordinates. So let's go out into space, and we're going to find our last, or our actual final Atlas interface. Go to our galaxy map. It should mark it for us. There it goes. It's right over there. Let's let it play out, and let's go over to it. So here it is. Here is our final Atlas interface. Well, kind of, sort of. This is the last one we need to go to. Because we have the heart of the sun right here. This is the last seed you need. No others are known to exist. And it marked our Atlas interface for us. Wow. I don't believe this one will have any words for us because this one's a special one. Yep, no words that I can see, nothing. Because this is it. This is the important one. And as you can see, there is no Atlas to speak to us. There's something else. This Atlas interface is way farther in. So we need to activate these Atlas seed chambers because we've made all the seeds, so we can activate them all. There it is. We're getting close. And I think that's the last one. Yep. That's the last one, other than this one right here. So that one's been warmed up. And we need one Heart of the Sun. We need to actually use it, so thankfully we can make more of them if we need to, but we have to go through that whole process again. So if we needed to, go all the way back down, start at your captured nanode, and just keep going through all of them. But that's okay. Now that we know the recipe, we don't have to go through all the Atlas interfaces again. So let's enter or insert the Heart of the Sun. Clarity, truth, actuality, and then something else. I didn't learn that word, dang it. I stand at the interface of the Atlas. I stand at the forge of worlds. This is how it showed me what it was. This is how the Atlas shared the nature of its life, the workings of its mind. It never required prayer. It never required worship. All that it asked of me, all that it ever wanted, was just input. I was just a user. Unbidden, the Atlas seeds gravitate towards the doorway. The void is meant to be filled. Nothingness yearns for a soul. If I do this, a star will be born. If I do this, I will become more than I ever thought possible. So we're going to birth a new star. There is nothing, and then there is everything. I see a star blaze to life within the void, the spread of life, planets, creatures, to give it meaning. For a moment, I am as the Atlas is. For a moment, I am the creator of worlds. The fabric of time and space stands revealed to me, black holes swarming from system to system. The Atlas screams. I now have the star seed. So that is the final piece. That is what you want. The smallest of sparks housed within a containment field of unknown origins. The seed glows with life, desperate to escape and fulfill its potential. So let's make a star seed. Oh, and it's actually a technology that you can install. So we're going to put it here because it actually has to do with your life. Because you birth new life, you get life from it. You need 16 platinum, 16 tritium, and 16 gold. And if you don't know what that means, then you don't play enough No Man's Sky, I'll tell you that. Oh, man. I gotta go back to my starship. That's where all my tritium and my platinum and gold are. And I'm too far away. So I should be close enough to use it now. There it is. Boom, boom, boom. So there you go. I just made the star seed. It's a priceless fragment. The seed glows with life, desperate to escape and fulfill its potential. We have a star seed. That is how to do it. That's how to complete the Atlas path. So you find all the seeds and you can make the star seed. Heck yeah. Hopefully you guys liked the video. If you did, hit that like button for me. And if you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. I'm uploading videos all the time, and I'll see you guys next time.